highly trained in it and I was useful, it just became a part of my working structure, along with master criminals and terrorists and all sorts of people that I found incredibly interesting actually to talk to. Very, very interesting. And when I left there, I took a job teaching and I taught advanced level physics, and I specialized in nuclear and atomic radiation and again microwaves. And I've just always been in microwaves. And then it was a doctor. I went to see a doctor once, as most teachers do, with a sore throat. And he said, as most doctors do, it's viral, there's nothing I can do for you. And I was leaving. And he said, hang on, Barry, he said, you're a physicist? And I said, yeah. And he said, can you explain something? He said, I went to a house that had a cot death 5 years ago. And the family moved, and a new family moved in. They had a new baby. The cot was in exactly the same place, and there was another cot death. And he said, 5 years apart. And he said, there's a transmitter the other side of the child's bedroom wall. Could the transmitter cause the cot death? And I said, I don't know. I said, but I'll look into it. And then I found that microwaves were involved, and I knew what microwaves did. And a while later, I went back to the doctor, I wrote a paper on it, and I said, there's your answer. Microwaves can cause cot death by 2 or 3 different mechanisms. There's your answer. And then, for some reason, he told somebody who told somebody, and people started phoning me up and writing to me, saying, can you explain this, or can you help with that? I've never actually asked anyone if I can do anything. They always come to me. And then the police came to me and said, we're getting this new Tetra airwave system. We don't understand what's happening. Can you read all this scientific rubbish and just put it into Janet and John and tell us? And I said, of course I can. So that was published, and since then it's snowballed and snowballed and snowballed, and now I receive up to 1,000 communiques a week from various countries, various people, and I can't handle it.
What do you guys do?
Now, before that, only reason why I showed that dude, as a younger child, believe me or not, have faith in me or not, I had an epiphany about talking about microwaves. This same, I wouldn't say the same dude, but a bald head dude just like this. In my dreams, talking, and I'm arguing with him, but not understanding that these are my thoughts and the stuff that I'm expressing, because I know what I know. But like I said, I had an epiphany, and I seen that whole scene when I was a child. When I was a child, I seen that whole scene. You understand? And to even make it more like just realistic in this realm, like it confused me as a child, because I seen microwaves all in the dream. And we was talking about microwaves. You understand? But it was an emphasis on the microwaves. With that being said, let's continue, folks.
In here. What is it for?
What, school?
For what though?
Just internet.
For what kind of internet?
E-text?
Does that have anything to do with 5G?
Yes.
So they're installing 5G here at this school? Do you know why they're doing it while all the parents are at home and nobody knows what's going on?
Well, this actually started since December last year.
Mm-hmm.
And this has nothing to do with what's going on or none of that.
Okay, so it's not being done behind our backs. Do you know that 5G is going to be very harmful for children and that cancer is going to skyrocket? What you're doing is going to harm a lot of children.
Like I told everyone, I have funny conspiracies about a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? My first children's mother, I told her, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people was going to school for nursing. This is because I felt like a lot of people was going to be sick. This is the perfect scenario for everyone to be sick. You understand? And for that, they're already asking for extra nurses. And they're willing to pay the dollar. So it baffles me to a lot of conspiracy theories. You know what I'm saying? Just like the one where I see a lot of men chef. Let's just say on the PBS channel. You understand? The PBS channel. Private funded. These dudes are like the best at what they do. You know what I'm saying? But you put any other person on there, well, let's just say white woman on there, food looks disgusting. I talked this over with my boy. You understand? This is because I feel like they handle and find private meat. You understand? We say that the coronavirus came from the private sector. Who eats most of the private foods? Where is it most expensive? Who is the less sick? You understand what I'm saying? So are they getting the oil? Are they getting the so-called cure? You understand? Because it's deeper than whatever you think you got going on. And this is where we at. So my whole thing is like, we believing in these celebrities and everything else, like it's something totally else going on. But let's continue the video.
I hope not. Man, I'm just a contractor for Leon, so.
I know. A lot of us parents are very, very concerned.
Listen, I know a lot of people love their family. And the first thing that comes to their mind when they think about their jobs and everything else and their so-being is their family. But what you got to understand is we are talented. We can do so many other things. But when it comes to the risk of your family, you got to understand it touches everyone else before it touches your family. While you trying to keep your family in the background. That's the definition of keeping a secret. And you're doing more killing than you're doing saving. You understand? See, what we have to do is, in my opinion, is keep living our lives. Go outside, do what we do, demand shit. You understand? Because my opinion is we should be putting in a lawsuit because none of this stuff we asked for. I don't care how special of magic words that they put in to make it seem like a nice thing. You understand? It's against the law. I did not vote for martial law. I didn't vote for any of this stuff. You understand? Since when is Bill Gates worried about our health? Ain't he a techno dude? You understand? But they look to him as though he have all the answers. This is where we fail at. This is where I tell everybody, be your own scientist. You understand? Because they're going to continue to play games with us. And they're going to continue to destroy us. So the best way to do is, as an individual, think of the best way you can combat the so-called evil. Once you see, because people like Bill Gates, they don't give a fuck about you. How you gonna tell me this motherfucker went from reading numbers to caring about humans? Please go read or go look at his last documentary called Pandemic. A very much eye opener. I still hold strong the opinion that this motherfucker bought this virus in a dark secret room. This virus was created in North Carolina by a Wuhan scientist. Anybody want to debate me, we can. Because I'm not here to seem smart. I'm here to give you the motherfucking truth and nothing but that. Because any other thing besides the truth sickens me to my stomach. This is why I make videos. So with that being said, I want you guys to use that spark in your brain that I just ignited and do your research. But other than that, let's continue the video.
I think anyone who puts Wi-Fi into a school should be locked up for the rest of their life. I really do. I think they're not fit to walk on the surface of this planet because they haven't looked at the research, and whatever incentive they have, it is not worth the genetic problems that parents are going to face with their children when they're born. And if you think of a single parent, a mother, who has a genetically deformed child, that particular mother will feel guilty because she gave birth. She will feel guilty and she will be worried every single second of every single day for her life. She will worry that the child won't marry. If the child can marry, she'll worry that the children will carry.
Just a little bit for y'all.
Can my side be firm?
Mine's super soft with sleep number 3.
Okay, so it's not being done behind our backs.
No.
Do you know that 5G is going to be very harmful for children and that cancer is going to skyrocket?
I receive up to 1,000 communiques a week from various countries, various people, and I can't handle it.
What are you guys doing here?
Putting a fiber optic?
What is it for?
Well, school?
For what though?
Just internet?
For what kind of internet?
E-text?
Does that have anything to do with 5G?
Yes.
So they're installing 5G here at this school? Do you know why they're doing it while all the parents are at home and nobody knows what's going on?
Well, this actually started since December last year.
Mm-hmm.
And this has nothing to do with what's going on or none of that.
Okay, so it's not being done behind our backs.
No.
Do you know that 5G is going to be very harmful for children and that cancer?
This motherfucker just said he's a contractor. It has nothing to do with what's going on. Why would you even say that? If you're a contractor and you're just completing the job according to the so-called better internet. Peep game.
In the skyrocket, what you're doing is going to harm a lot of children.
I hope not. Man.
Hey man, hope is a magic word. Have faith, people. But listen, have faith, not hope. This nigga hope motherfucking children don't get goddamn sick. I understand you trying to complete a job for your family and what you think you need to get done. But it's time for a moral system check, people. It's time for a moral system check.
I'm just a contractor for Leon, so.
I know, a lot of us parents are very, very concerned.
I think anyone who puts Wi-Fi into a school should be locked up for the rest of their life. I really do. I think
Can I play that back just a little bit?
they're not fit.
A lot of children.
I hope not. Man. I'm just a contractor for Leon. meal. So
I know a lot of us parents are very, very concerned.
I think anyone who puts Wi-Fi into a school should be locked up for the rest of their life. I really do. I think they're not fit to walk on the surface of this planet because they haven't looked at the research, and whatever incentive they have, it is not worth the genetic problems that parents are going to face with their children when they're born. And if you think of a single to walk on the surface of this planet, because they haven't looked at the research, and whatever incentive they have, it is not worth the genetic problems that parents are going to face with their children when they're born. And if fit to walk on the surface of this planet, because they haven't looked at the research, and whatever incentive they have, it is not worth the genetic problems that parents are going to face with their children when they're born. And if you think of a single parent, a mother, who has a genetically deformed child, that particular mother will feel guilty because she gave birth. She will feel guilty and she will be worried every single second of every single day for her life. She will worry that the child won't marry. If the child can marry, she'll worry that the children will carry the disease, which they will. She will worry when she dies who will take care of them. So you are condemning both the family and the children to a lifetime of absolute hell.
Mentally, already, mentally. This is World War III, a mental attack on yourself, on you.